So we just got done installing the Wilson Combat Ambidextrous-Thumb-Safety, the 620 BP. And upon function testing the gun, we see the thumb safety we installed is working properly. However, the grip safety is not. This is a factory grip safety. It feels like the trigger bar is hitting the grip safety and then slipping right under it. So that tells me the grip safety was just slightly overfiled at the factory. Let's see if we can fix that real quick before we get it back to our customer. All right, so here's your grip safety. And this arm right here is what's stopping the trigger. If the grip safety is not being pressed, then the trigger bar is butting up against this surface right here. But the moment you press on the grip safety and it rises up, the trigger will travel underneath this arm. What's happening is this corner right there is just too close to the top of the trigger bar. So what we're going to do is move the angle of this arm downward a little bit so we can get a little bit more engagement on the trigger. We know it's touching the trigger, and we know that really because we can see a grind line right there on the grip safety arm. So it's close. We just need to move it about 0.010 of an inch down. So we're going to use a brass hammer and anchor the bottom of the arm on a hard surface, and then tap on the arm so we can bring it down about 0.20 of an inch. That did it. That did it. Now if you'll notice there, you see that little curl of metal right in the corner? That's an indication that this arm moved down, and as a result, this material here had to move somewhere, and so it moved outward. That's beautiful. And we didn't crack it. It's still very strong. There's no issue there with reliability or function. We just altered it by the slightest bit. Let's go put it back together and see if it works. Okay, after getting the grip safety back in the gun, it was still hanging up, but in different ways, of course, because we changed the geometry of this arm. So that little rise of metal that we created in the corner, I had to file that flat on both sides. But also, because this arm is down farther now, the tip corner here, which just doesn't need to be there, was engaging the trigger too much. So I filed the tip of that off. And now let's get it reinstalled again and see how it works. All right, now we got it back together. And the grip safety is now working as intended. And when we press on the grip safety and pull the trigger, the hammer drops. But when we let go of the grip safety now, the trigger should return on its own. And it does. Perfect. And when you press on the grip safety, it shouldn't stick in the frame. When you let go, it should spring back very solid. Thanks for watching, people. Make it a great day.